Hello and welcome back to the RD2L Masters Season 1. Seattle Supersonics, they just dismantled typical NA. And typical NA, they need to find an answer to that. And for that answer, it will be banning out the Omni Knight. With me here to break it all down, to tell you how they won and how the other team lost. It is two of Portland Burnsiders' best people. It is Vinny and Notorious. Hello there.
Hello.
Yes, welcome back.
The instant Omni Knight ban. Said I
Yeah,
had enough of that in game one.
no more Omni
These
Knight.
low skill buffing position 5s, they say. That's why we lost.
First pick Ogre.
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty much the exact same. Oh, they're gonna go for an Enchantress. That was...
I assume this is only position 5 from them.
I would think so. I think it was also banned in game 1, was it?
Not first phase, if
Yeah,
it
not
was. I don't think it was, I'm not sure.
And they're gonna answer with the Mirana in order to take care of the creeps, so that those don't just hit you until you die. So a little bit of a different openers. Both teams taking a little bit more time. The band's also very different. An Undying Clockwork band. They're gonna go for the Viper again. You guys like this?
I'd really like to see them pair it with a melee support that can accomplish things. Like you pick the Viper and you rush and earn in order to get quick kills and snowball the lane. And they definitely did not accomplish that last game with the Rubik. So I'd like to see them have a Tusk or Earth Spirit, any kind of hero that can get active with this Viper early.
Gotcha.
Agree. Your mic was staticking up a little bit there, Notorious.
Sorry about that, sir. Am I okay now?
Yep. That's
Okay.
also, I feel like in the last draft, like with the Viper offlane, I often find like you lack any like your initiation. Like, how do you initiate a fight? And with a hero like Earth Spirit, like Tusk, you have those much more easy.
Even like an Earthshaker or something, because they last game they didn't start a single fight. I think, not even one. It was all being started by the Mars. Heck, you could even do support Mars. Yeah. I mean, why not? It's great against both these
Confident in their
heroes.
Leshrac play. Yeah.
I'm sure typical NA they're gonna address this pick now more. You mentioned maybe a Pugna pick. I know Fusquash likes the little green man. Maybe that hero. We'll see how they're gonna go about it. They're gonna ban out the Oracle as well, so that there is no save for the Leshrac.
Yeah, any sort of heal with Leshrac really amplifies the amount of damage he's going to end up putting out in a fight. Because otherwise, he's supposed to be very fragile early on. So if you can fix that with some sort of support, it's really scary.
Why do we not really see Dazzle paired with Leshrac?
Dazzle. Yeah, that's a name you don't hear very often.
I think similarly to Gyro, there's just like so many heroes that does what he's trying to do better than him.
Gotcha.
Yeah, if you're just looking to like heal people, honestly, he's not that good. You can heal much better with Undying, Omni Knight, Oracle. He does have Grave, but I mean, honestly, crazy spells like Oracle's Fake Edict, that kind of ends up being a Grave sometimes too, you know? Just ensures you never die to DOT.
Yeah, it does feel like nearly everything that Dazzle does, Oracle does just better.
Right. Also, as a support, he's also, I think, in a bit of a weird spot because you want to play him as core now because of his ultimate, so that you can have items to take advantage of. But then it's like you're playing him as a core with an ultimate that only reduces the cooldown of like what's honestly very unimpressive spells. Would you agree with that, Notorious? Like, I mean, who really cares?
I don't think about Dazzle.
Yeah, he doesn't even. He literally. I mean, we used to play offlane Dazzle a little bit. And it was okay.
I like to watch Ice play it, but that's about the extent of my Dazzle thoughts.
It's gonna be a Dazzle patch like literally tomorrow. Patch will be out tomorrow, and then we'll start screaming with some more of my offlane Dazzle.
Oh, nice.
Sonic's taking a lot of time. Oh, they banned the Spirit Breaker. They banned 3 position 4 melees, so they're on the same page as we are. Tiny is still in the pool, though. I really hope TNA picks
Yeah,
up here.
that's banning SB over Tiny is kind of certainly uncommon.
Also,
Considering SB is, like,
Nyx
completely
Assassin
insane.
over Tiny. I guess Nyx Assassin
Yeah.
pretty good against Leshrac because you can like
For
spike
sure.
Carapace.
For sure. What about this Abaddon pick? Whoa, this is random. It's probably position 5, I'm assuming, because it looks like they're putting an insane premium on just buffing their carry. What do you guys think?
I think that they just like the purge against the Viper to get rid of the whatever his Q's called, Viper attack, whatever.
Poison attack, yeah.
Poison attack. Yeah, just,
similar
you know,
to
just like
Omni,
healing
right?
slash purging. That's what I'm saying. I think they really clearly they value that
DNA.
insanely.
Pick the Tiny, you can do it.
Yeah, because shielding against Tiny is pretty meaningless. Like realistically, you're not reducing the stun duration by anything because it's in waves of 0.2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
It's great against Leshrac, honestly, in general.
Yep,
you
just
need the
bursting.
burst, and you can toss.
You can
him,
even burst
like,
Mirana
standing
with
in
like
front.
literally any help.
It is the pick, TNA. You need to do it.
Are there any other position 4s that come to mind?
Earth Spirit's still available.
Yeah.
Earth Shaker could be fine, I think. Like,
It's
it's a horrible laner though, but like at least you have the really strong laner of Viper.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of like the same concept as Tiny in that you can't actually shield off his stuns, really, like not in any meaningful way. Oh no!
They're gonna go for a Shadow Demon.
Do you think this is mid?
Fusquash does play it mid.
I know a lot of teams have been playing it as position 4, like in Europe.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, it's another purgeable spell.
Yeah,
from
I hate this
Abaddon.
honestly. 2 actually, if he chooses to take his second spell. What is that called? I don't
Soul
remember right now.
Catcher.
Soul Catcher, yeah.
Yeah, I do not like the Shadow Demon.
Yeah, I actually hate this.
I feel like if you wanted a Shadow Demon, you needed an offlane. Like if it is a position 4 Shadow Demon, you need
Which I
kind of
don't
an
think it is,
offlane.
though. I don't think it is, but it doesn't really make sense again with Slash either. Because again, you're just setting up for the stun.
Yeah. If it is a mid Shadow Demon,
Isn't it just countered by the Abaddon with the purge? Like,
Well,
the
yeah, it's
Leshrac
countered by
instead of-
everything. I mean, yeah. Maybe it's like, 2014 and they're block picking it so they don't have the Leshrac SD combo or the Mirana SD combo.
there's a Morphling
That's
for
what I would
Seattle
think.
Supersonics. So Radiant going
I
with
like
a
it.
very blue theme right now. All of their heroes
You're
are
right.
they're just blue. Which I'm
Yeah, but
sure
it'll be typical NA who is blue after this game is my prediction at the moment. They're gonna need some really smart picks here to put this
Yeah.
back together for me personally.
Who else is blue for the offlane? How can we round this out?
Puck.
Let's see.
Little
Puck.
Enigma?
They have no stun for a puck, honestly. I think it's fine. I would say Enigma's more purple and black.
He's blue.
AA.
Effectively blue.
You can do AA.
Yeah, AA5 and the Baden 3.
They
For
have to keep it
typical
blue,
NA,
so-
like, do you see now this Morphling pick? And I'm a little bit worried because they now have to, like, counter the Morphling and the Leshrac.
Yep, you're absolutely right. They have no stuns. They
Yeah,
have no burst
like I said,
damage.
I don't understand the SD at all. I
They're
mean,
very
honestly,
clear.
SD is kind of okay against Morphling because you put him under while he's agility, and then his agility illusions do insane damage to him,
Mhm.
even if he morphs, because the illusions will keep their agility stats. But that's a little specific, and it doesn't really matter early game.
Yeah.
But late game, I think this is fine. Okay.
They're
So
gonna
they did
go for
actually
an
counter. They did actually counter this time,
Mhm.
but they're at some risk of getting ran over, especially if they pull some sort of like Abaddon core here with maxing passive.
I mean,
he's
if
gotta
you
go
max
top.
passive, then the Shadow Demon is going to disrupt you and you're going to get silenced by your own illusions.
That's true,
True.
but you would swap him to like core and offlane or something, assuming this is 4 SC, which we still don't know. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
NA loves to do this. I imagine it's going to be mid SC, but we'll see.
They are banning out
That
the
just sounds
Invoker
so
and the
terrible, man.
Storm Spirit.
You're going to want a fighter, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think you need someone to sit in front of towers. Like, they need to hold some towers here if they want the Sentient Edge to have any kind of effect.
guess
Would
you can do
Underlord
3
be any
Sand
good?
King. sure. Doesn't really. Yeah, it's. I don't know what the pick is, but Underlord would be fine. There's probably something better though. How's Axe? Probably not.
Ooh.
ET. Okay. Yeah, this doesn't really sit in front of your towers and defend it though.
But it's great against Morphling.
Yep, but Leshrac I think is still the bigger issue.
Mm-hmm.
Not a single spell to clear waves here for TNA against Leshrac Abaddon.
Excuse me, Impetus?
True.
Just
That's
dominate a
going.
creep and run it away. Full aggro.
Yeah, we're gonna need to see some like fancy plays to make some space for this anti-mage for sure.
Very. Oh, they do currently have no real answer to the AM, but certainly if he gets Yules into stun into arrow, obviously there's still disruption, but
But
Yeah, I mean, if all
even
your towers
then,
are gone.
like
Exactly.
right now, like Seattle Supersonics are just gonna 5-man. It feels like, and typical NA has to 4-man because there's an anti-mage who needs to farm. And yeah, it's gonna be a centaur.
yeah, I'm favoring Supersonics again. They have no stuns over on typical NA. The Centaur is just going to speed past all their slows.
Mhm.
Doesn't matter if it's the SD ulti that does not get rid of the Centaur ulti. And they're just going to run them all down. AM might live, but then everyone else is going to be dead, so.
Oh, and it's actually ET mid.
I'm not sure. I don't like that.
I mean, I'm down to see it. I can't wait for ET to go like 21-0 and completely prove us wrong here.
Yeah,
hope
I would
so.
be excited for sure. You
I
think he's
love
going to go
the
Ags or Echo first? What do you think he's going to do?
I think you need to get the Ags.
Yeah.
Do you go first?
I think so. Maybe like drum Zag, something like that.
Okay. Don't see mid-ET literally ever. You used to see it against Meepo.
Yeah.
But Meepo's pretty far out of the meta, so you don't see this literally ever anymore. So I'm not exactly sure where he'll go. I think he will go the Echo first. He's probably gonna do like just Bracer, Phase, Wand, Echo, and then Ags. But let's see.
I mean, if he ever catches the Morphling while he is agility morphed and just has an Echo Saber and a little bit of
Yeah, but
Astral
how is he
Spirit.
ever gonna catch him? They have no stuns, right? He's just gonna shift.
Don't ask that question. Don't ask that question.
Orchid, I guess,
Somebody-
right? You rush Orchid.
Somebody goes over to Safe's computer and distracts him as Squash is walking up to him.
That is a good idea. We need to get on that.
Can we get an infiltrator in favor of the NA right now?
Yeah, we need something like that on the Portland Burnsiders. Someone to.
We have somebody like that, but don't let him know who.
Oh.
Good point.
Excuse
I
me.
shouldn't have done that.
Excuse me. Well,
That's
anyways.
coming out for the finals for RD2L.
Okay, gotcha. For the grand finals that you guys are in now. So we are here, game number 2 between the Seattle Supersonics on the Radiant and typical NA on the Dire. For Radiant, it is Shu on the position 5 Abaddon. We have Safe on the Morphling going mid. Will be the Alien Mana and the Banana on the Leshrac once again. And into the offlane, Frogos on the Mirana together with Quebe on the Centaur. And for the Dire side, they are down 1 game. And they really need to prove themselves here. It is typical NA with Rusi on the anti-mage. Pishtia going the mid, Viper. And into the offlane will be Pingu on the Shadow Demon together with the ET played by Fusquash. As well as Brightside on the Enchantress.
The ET going apparently offlane, actually, and not mid, which makes a lot more sense.
He's just gonna punch and staple this Morphling.
Yeah, I guess, but I'm sure he's just gonna get shielded and it'll be fine. But maybe.
They went for the same wards here in the bottom lane. TNA
Yep.
really needs to deward this camp.
I was thinking that exact same thing. They
Elder
should
Kid
be
needs
paying
that
attention to
camp.
last game, but he's got boots on SC. He was not prepared for this. Hopefully he notices soon. Otherwise, I think this is going to be a repeat. Just the fact that that Supersonics has placed some slightly different wards kind of shows to me that they're really thinking actively at every step of the game.
True.
And Pingu actually starting out with Shadow Poison level 1.
Yeah, I mean, that's really the only thing you ever go. You could do Disruption to try to, like, steal a deny on a range or something like that, but...
And so mid will be the Viper against Leshrac. How's that matchup?
Once again, I think Lesh is going to be perfectly fine, but the Viper should win.
Yep, just a farm fest, I think. Could see rotations from Mirana having an impact eventually.
Up top,
Yeah, if he gets a rotation, that'll be bad for them. Oh, another courier down already.
Yeah. Shu is gonna have his shield on him.
Alright, that one you can't really excuse. That was just right in the middle of the lane. Wasn't behind or anything.
Sometimes the courier wants to be part of the action. They are gonna go.
Shu is not purging his. He's not purging his stacks yet.
Then now there is one more right click. No.
I don't like that Pingu got so greedy on his stacks. Like when you're playing against an Abaddon, I think you just pop them ASAP.
You're definitely right.
Because he could have popped it at 3, but he greeted out hard, and Shu like played him like a fill there. I actually think that Shu misplayed, not shielding earlier, but ultimately he made the correct play. And look at Shu.
Yeah, he blocked the camp again as it was dewarded by Pingu.
Yep.
And stacked the small camp.
Oh, and look at Morphling moving his courier. Supersonics looking really deadly. Exactly.
He has a default courier.
Whoa, Pingu, what are you doing?
Pingu is gonna go on the attack.
He might die.
He doesn't have mana for disruption, but Fusquash is just gonna be the bodyguard for Pingu here.
I'm not gonna lie, I've done that before. Sometimes you just like AFK, but yeah, I mean,
this is a Shadow Demon that they picked into the Abaddon.
Yep.
I mean, this is very foreseeable. He's really gonna have nothing to do here in this lane.
You could just start stacking. SC's a stacking god.
Yeah.
You know, maybe just stack for this AM and just pray he carries you. What do you think about that strat? Because you can triple stack on this guy.
For sure.
Boost Squash? Boost Squash just stood still for a second there too. Wow, I literally, words cannot express how much I hate SD into Abaddon position 5 especially, because he doesn't take his passive. He doesn't even want his passive, so you don't even get to abuse aponzeus, what you brought up earlier. The fact that you can almost insta-silence somebody out of disruption.
Yeah. Ooh! Enchantress is gonna catch an arrow there, but Frugas, no. No follow-up there. Mid, Pishtia is holding his own, 5 last hits ahead of the Leshrac, but he's now getting those, so very even lane as you guys mentioned. The hard camp finally came up, so Fusquash is now gonna have a spirit that is gonna partake out of multiple creeps. Yeah,
you absolutely can't afford those camps being blocked as an ET.
Yeah.
You're always trying to get up those Astral Titan buffs.
Oh, Pishtia is gonna try to fight the Leshrac here. Oh, the deny onto the range creep.
He might kill him.
Yeah, now Leshrac, he's gonna get slowed. He's gonna be forced to TP.
He waited really long in the TP. Whoa, dude, if he died while TPing, then that actually could have been a window for... Yeah. Or like that could be like a game-defining moment for TNA.
Very close. Yeah, Frugas also has been spotted by Pingu here. He's gonna take some tower shots.
How scary was that TP, Notorious?
Very close. If he didn't have the bottle, he's definitely dead.
Yeah. I think he should have done that earlier. But hindsight, I suppose.
One thing about also Abaddon together with Morphling, like Morph can just agility morph and then he gets Mist Coil and it's so much effective HP. That's annoying, man, to play against. Morphling as hero in general, it's so annoying. Shu is gonna get run at by Fusquash. But, oh, up top, they actually get the kill onto the Centaur.
Yeah, the Mirana had been roaming for a while, and they spotted that opening, and they got it with a Centaur stomp. Well, that's to say, a mind-controlled Centaur, not a Centaur.
Oh, Fusquash getting low here. It's gonna fall to the Morphling now. Pingu trying to man fight the Morph.
I mean, it's only level 1, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's only level 1.
Oh, the waveform misses? And with that, the ban is going to die.
Oh no! What was he doing? What's Pingu doing? Oh my!
He still had a full magic wand. Safe was never in any position to die there.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that, but like, why did Pingu show like that? Maybe he didn't check the wand charges, but even if he didn't check the wand charges, I feel like expecting Safe to not react to Strength Morph there is kind of selling him short. I think Safe is a good enough player to react to that.
Can you press one button when enemy hero shows?
He even had 2 options. Could have pressed Wand or Strength Morph. He chose to press Strength Morph, which was the even better choice.
Frogos is gonna...
Here's ET really choking or chunking the Morphling pretty hard.
Yeah, and now the Stomp. There is gonna be slapped up, but the heal from Shu is gonna keep this Morphling safe. They are gonna have another Spirit up, but the Spirit does not refresh anymore. That has been patched out, unfortunately. But Safe already level 6.
Yeah. Pingu didn't pop his charges there at 3 again. AM though.
Yeah, AM is
obviously
having a good game.
He's an AM, so he's playing pretty passively as you would.
That's gonna be a snare.
So
Rusi, it's gonna get...
Oh,
the Starstorm did connect!
Yeah, the Starstorm, yeah, that is not very known, but you cannot just join Starstorm, like, once it started falling on you. I think he thought he could. But didn't he have Mana Void that whole time? Why didn't he use it? Did you see Notorious?
I was looking bottom lane.
I'm not sure.
So what happened was the AM was in a very, very close fight with Centaur. Ultimately, the Centaur still died, but not until after. And he blinked away after the Mirana used Starstorm, but before the Starstorm hit. But you can't just join Starstorm like that, so he died to the Starstorm after blinking. But yeah, he didn't ulti the Centaur at any point.
Also, the Mirana is now level 6 thanks to those 2 kills that she got. Now
Viper's gonna take the mid tower here. DD.
They find the Leshrac.
I don't know if Shu can save this.
Oh wait, but
together with Centaur ulti.
They are gonna turn this around onto Peach tier here. Alien Mana Banana is very low. Another heal by Shu is gonna secure his life. Man, I feel like typical NA, they're like always this short of the kill onto the Leshrac. But this short is not good enough.
You're right, this is now the second game, he still has not died.
Yeah, I think they needed a more defined plan for this Lesh, because it's been very straightforward from Supersonics. Just pick some sort of heal and some sort of way to buff Leshrac, and then that's it, he just doesn't die.
Taking that tier 1 mid is actually very good for TNA though. It's gonna...
Yeah, it is.
Shu can kind of move around to the side lanes and bully this Morphling around.
Also, AMB put a ward down under Vision and under a Sentry, so it's going to get dewarded.
I saw that.
And he might even die, considering how good... Yeah, AM is actually keeping mid. I think they're going to try to kill AMB.
He only has
at the very least
here.
defend.
Right now, it's a 2 versus 3. Oh, the arrow misses from the Mirana.
I know Viper has no TP.
Right.
But
I like that the Viper is moving this game. I feel like the Viper didn't do that very much last game. He kind of just kept banging his head against the wall of the Lycan Omni and never killed it.
As Radiant, they're trying to go for this tier 1 tower, but now ET has arrived. Shu doesn't have to borrow time. He is going to fall.
It's just position 5.
Yeah, but they are going to lose the tier 1 bottom at the same time. And they took the top, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's still good for TNA, but certainly not all bad for Supersonics.
Yeah. And now 10 minutes into this game, we see a 1,000 net worth lead for Seattle Supersonics. Still a lead for them, but looking better. Like, this time both Anti-Mage and Viper having some sort of game, but Fusquash, he is struggling. Frogos is having more net worth than this ET.
Yeah, hopefully this last pick ET starts to put in work really soon. I guess it doesn't have to put in work soon so much as at any point. They're kind of just hoping for, I guess, maybe an abyssal natural order timing.
Yeah.
Just one shot this morph with the AM.
This is going much better for TNA though. You're right.
Definitely.
Oh, actually, there was a sentry, and they dewarded the dire sentry, but not the ops because the sentry.
Yeah, I was barely out of range.
That's always very annoying when that happens as a support player.
You're gonna see Frugos here most likely.
Yeah. Pingu
Viper?
is gonna get gone on. He's
Viper,
just gonna
somebody's
jump.
gonna die here. So let's see who it is.
Yeah,
Pingu,
they are
thinks
gonna
he-
go
thinks
onto
it's gonna be him,
the
so he's
Leshrac, but
running.
Leshrac is just
Yeah.
gonna take out the Viper now. Pingu gets the banishment onto Quebe. They're still gonna try to go onto Leshrac, but
That was a delta. That was a delta split in half from the SD. I did not like it. I think he knew he was dead, which is why he started delta splitting. But I think he should sacrifice himself to save his Viper.
Oh, and ET might get run at here.
I think he's fine, but this tier 2 might not be fine. Top.
He's
Or
actually
looking
the
over tier
lowest
1
level
instead.
in the game. He's also just level 6. You really need those
At
levels
least
on
all their
ET.
heroes are level 6 at this point. 'Cause they weren't last game.
That's fair, that's fair. They are gonna find Shu here. He already has used the borrowed time. He is going to fall. At least that is a kill for typical NA. But again, only just a position 5. Oh, and the courier. Courier is always nice.
Rusi comes in, snipes a courier, back to farming.
That's my contribution to a team fight.
It's a big contribution. You know, 55 times 5.
It's bigger than most AMs.
Yeah, 275 gold. That's a lot.
And they still haven't taken this tier 1 mid, so in terms of towers, I would give the advantage to typical NA in that way.
Yeah, I mean, they just have taken more towers. And the Viper is having a much better game this time. He didn't go earn. And I think if you're having a not great game, I think it's fine to skip the earn because you're not going to have charges, right? And you wouldn't have any charges, and you didn't have any charges last game, so.
Brightside is going to fall here, the Moonlight Shadow. They just stood right next to the Enchantress, and she doesn't have any heal, so she just died. Save is now in mid. He's gonna go for a Sanj and Yasha build. Oh, Fusquash is coming in. Bam. There's a strength morph, and Save is safe. No pun intended.
Yeah, I
there.
think it's probably not what I would have done exactly, but I think it's good. There's not really anything to purge this game.
Did you see how OG plays the Morphling with like Earth Spirit and all that? That's the...
Yeah, who do you think he's going to want to turn into this game, or will he even
Oh,
buy
they
Ag?
find the Enchantress here. Is there gonna be a Stomp? It connects onto 3 heroes, but Brightside already dead. Now the Stampede actually coming through. They are gonna go onto Quebe here. He's gonna be healed up by the Aban. Fusquash hitting pretty hard.
They're
with
really
plus 276
afraid
damage
Supersonics.
on that ET, but ET now has to back off. They are gonna take down the Centaur still. Pingu gonna get low here. Save. It's gonna strength morph, not gonna be in that split earth, and Fusquash just gonna seek some safety in the tower, but will not be able to do so. Alien Mana Banana, his first
Am's
death
coming.
might arrive here.
Am's
Is
coming,
he
no
going to
mana
die?
left.
Boom! That's a double kill for
The
Rusi.
Abaddon couldn't even ulti because he was in the break, so it doesn't passively trigger. So he wasn't ready. He just died to the AM ulti. Huge.
That's a big kill, a double kill for the AM. He has his Battle Fury finished and back to farming.
Anytime I see hesitation like that, there's like a 80+% chance that what's about to happen is going to go badly. I don't know about you, Notorious, but I feel like I see that all the time. And Supersonics was very hesitant to go in there, so I feel like at that point they should just leave. But they decided to go in, and it didn't end well.
This is huge for Rusi for sure. Getting that kill into Leshrac, getting his stack.
He's now number 1 in net worth.
They didn't even have stacks last game, as far as I remember. They kind of just stayed in their lanes for a really long time on NA. So yeah, amazing game for the AM right now.
Yeah, and we just now saw Pingu. He did even more stacks.
Yeah, like I said, SD is such a stacking beast.
Yeah. There are like 3 medium or
Squash
hard
is dead.
caps. Oh no. Oh, he's gonna be lifted up, arrowed, and he dead.
Tier 2 should be dead as well. Unless they want to defend. A little scared to defend without my ET, but they could probably do it.
I'm a little bit scared that Radiant is gonna walk into the jungle and finds those stacks and takes them with Leshrac. That's what I'm scared of here. Because...
Yeah,
she
I
was
would be
gonna see
scouting
it.
for...
She should have just seen it. Oh, they're gonna try to defend, but no
they're
ET
gonna
for
find
Ace.
Pingu here. That's gonna be the heal up, and now Shu gonna get
There's
gone on.
Pingu.
It's gonna be banished. Already the power time triggered. So, but yes, he
No
invis.
dust. No dust. I think he's fine.
Yeah. But they are taking the
Oh,
stacks
I don't like
now.
this. I don't think I'm scared for Supersonics.
They are gonna go
Waited
onto the
until he
Viper.
came on.
Viper has a haste rune if she gets it off. Yeah, to the damage, she is gonna die. Now there's gonna be the demonic purge coming out onto the center. There's gonna be the stampede, gonna go through all of them. The banishment coming through from Pingu with the stomp. They are gonna find the centaur here, or do they? He's very tanky with that sort of defiance. The stun
They'll
coming
get him.
through. Ooh, the impetus nearly doing enough damage there. Another impetus. The blink away.
Oh no!
Webber is going to
Okay.
survive. And now
This is why you
Alien
always
Mana
buy one
Banana.
against
He's
AM.
coming back in. Takes the kill onto Pingu.
That's why you always buy Wand against AM. Because you can pop it as he's in his ult animation and it reduces the damage by so much.
Ooh, they also find bright side there. Very close call there, but in the end, Seattle Supersonics get further and further ahead.
And the Abaddon somehow lived through all of that, despite his ulti proccing while in the disruption. They just did not have the dust for the Abaddon, or for anyone, and they got reinitiated on really hard.
Safe is now an anti-mage who can blink away, so good luck finding that kill.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about the Morphling. He has not died once. He got the tier 1 during that fight as well, to make it even better for Supersonics. And we said at the very beginning, it's going to be very hard to kill Morphling all game long. I still agree with that until we're talking like Abyssal timing on AM.
Yeah. And Elder Titan is actually going to go for a Yule Scepter first. Set up for the stomp. Oh, Brightside, he's been found. The stomp. It's gonna keep him alive for a little bit. Oh, the save from Pingu. Now, are they looking to re-engage? Cannot get the heal up.
Mirana missed the Yule's arrow, but looks like NA doesn't want anything to do with that. Oh, Brightside losing his courier post-mortem. Not really sure how that happened.
The courier didn't want to live without its owner. Oh, Morphling gonna jump onto Fuswash here. Plishtia is there as well. They have the demonic purge, but save. He's not killable. How do you kill this Morphling? Like, ET is good, in theory, it feels like. But with what a game Fusquash is having, the counter is not really working.
You're absolutely right. It pretty much is just the Abyssal Blade timing on anti-mage is the only way they can kill him. The Viper just bought Boots of Travel. I'm really not sure about that one. They need someone to tank up. They need someone to stand in the front of these fights.
Yeah, it's not exactly a good Greaves game either, but literally anything else, I don't think he's going to be showing up to... There's not really fights happening on Radiant's side of the map, wouldn't you agree? So it's like, where is he really going to need to go?
Where is he TPing to? Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, a lot of people just hate how slow Viper is, and that's a big part of why people are buying travels on him. But
uh-oh.
you just gotta suck it up. You just gotta suck it up. And
there's gonna be a stampede. And now the Rotovatus connects onto Mirana here. That's gonna be an easy kill for typical NA.
No leaps. That's the one leap, which is normal, but yeah. Can't get out.
So they get a kill, but they did force all heroes of the Dire there. Meanwhile, the Morphling, I don't think he even knew that was happening. He's just in his triangle.
I think that was actually a bad TP by Rusi. I don't think they really want to take that fight. He should be taking this entire bottom jungle so his team can farm this area. He's basically
I think
he should.
Farm. I mean, it looks like he knows that he needs to go Abyssal next, which is a smart call in and of itself, because a lot of people like to go Scotty now in AM. But because he needs that Abyssal so bad, I definitely agree.
Get those stuns. You need the Abyssal.
Push forever.
There's going to be a smoke up by typical NA here. They find the Leshrac. There's going to be a stomp coming through with the demonic, but no, the banishment, and now with the Earth Splitter, it's going to be enough damage. AMD is going to fall, the first death in this series. Now they're looking for more. Shu still has the borrowed time and the shield. Brucey just looking for the Mirana.
Yo, they're
And
still going in on.
do they still want to fight this? Quebe is gonna be
you shouldn't
held in
want it.
place. He has no mana anymore. And he's gonna fall as well. There's now the stick, but he will fall in the banishment onto Shu as well. They're gonna take the Abaddon. That's
Go Roche,
Wow.
right? Go Roche.
It's really good for TNA.
Can
I guess
they
the
take
Roche is pretty horrible.
They're
The
pretty
Roche is
terrible,
pretty, yeah,
yeah.
it's pretty horrible, but they... Viper is really underrated as a Rocher, though.
This is where we would go Roche and throw the game, so I'm glad
It's
TNA is
possible.
done.
I just would like to point out that every pro team I've ever seen always commits DP ulti for Roche.
It's true.
And we were, I remember you were like, don't do it, and I literally said, nah, this is how we throw the game. Because we throw the game like this all the time, just use it.
I'm sure we didn't need it for that Roche, Vinny.
Nah, we did.
We're gonna have a battle. We'll have a discussion about it.
Oh, a 1v1 mid? Is that how you settle
Yeah,
these differences?
to decide, yeah. Who is right?
Let's play mid.
Just who was these two
Might
off-lane
equals
players.
right, as they say.
Yeah. That's how you solve any conflict in Dota, isn't it? Like as long as they put laning mechanics, you're fine. You can you can say whatever you want. And now it seems like Seattle Supersonics are thinking about the Roshan.
Yeah, I've wanted them to Roche for a while, but ET is very scared of Roche into, and ET took his talent at 10. I don't like that. But still, I mean, honestly, that makes their protection of Roche actually way worse. Not having max Echo Stomp by now,
Yeah.
because it doesn't guarantee that your Earth Splitter hits.
Sonics are smoked. Hitting
They are
Roshan.
gonna smoke up here,
Portland
Centaur.
can solo this.
Oh, they are
Should be
gonna
the
jump
death of-
here onto Pingu. Pingu is
Another
gonna be
miss of
stunned
the
up.
Yule's arrow from Frugos.
They are gonna have Pingu survive. Now they're going onto the Mirana. Mirana is just, oh, it's gonna be dead. It's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade for now. Shu has the borrowed time. Safe just gonna jump in onto
Scotty
Viper. They will
Morphling, though.
take out
Scotty
CT.
Morphling.
But Rusi takes out AMD. Safe now is gonna jump forward here. Rusi, he's gonna have another blink.
my
Not
God,
in
no.
time.
How close was he to having blink up there?
It was right as he died, it was up.
I got a little scared there. He was gonna live if the Centaur didn't use double edge. But even though, you know, your natural inclination might be, okay, he's reflecting as AM, I shouldn't use it. That's actually exactly when you should use it, because then you hit him with it and the AM casts it back on you
Yeah.
to damage himself even further. So he hesitated for half a second, then he realized, oh wait, I'm a Centaur, just use it anyway. So great recognition there from Cuba.
So they got the Leshrac, but the real problem in this game is gonna be this watery boy.
Absolutely. If he gets an Aegis, I don't know how you stop him.
He has these Scotty, he has these SNY.
Going Daedalus, which you never see, but because the only problem is AM, just going more physical damage, I think is great.
And now that's gonna be the Aegis in the hands of the Morphling. Moonlight Shadows, are they looking for something? Frogos, sees Foo Squash.
As soon as AM shows, I expect him to go in, but looks like they're gonna deal with the wave first. AM is now showing. Although I suppose their Morphling is showing top.
Oh, there's a DD.
Okay. They might be able to mount a defense.
It's
no way-
very
no
important
way
to take
he's
that
playing,
DD away from the Morphling. Morphling with the DD is very scary. He's gonna go for the tier 2 here. Is Dire going to defend
Are they
it?
gonna
They're,
fight this?
they're
I think
looking
we
like
have
they want to.
Only high ground, and even then I don't even can. I
Yeah.
think it was a pretty sizable mistake from Viper not to bottle the DD for his AM there. Because the AM is not going to use the DD to hit a tower anymore. And I think they really needed that in order to ensure that TNA feels pressured to not just go high ground right now.
There's
Smoke,
a smoke.
or sorry,
by.
Supersonics.
Supersonic.
Pressure.
Yeah.
Just
They might find the Viper.
Centaur.
That's the Blink Dagger. Oh,
Morphling TP
finds
bottom.
his-
There's no more fear.
They are gonna find the Viper. The save
They can
is gonna
fight.
be there from Pingu, who has an Aether Lens. Now the sleep onto Alien Mana Banana, but the Earth Splitter does not connect onto the Leshrac. Leshrac getting low though. It's gonna get hit by this ET and will fall. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far, and Dire should be happy with this. There's still no Morphling here, and now Antimage, he TP'd back
They
to
need to
base.
get out. They need to get out. They're taking their time to get out.
Brucey's coming.
They find Frogos.
should.
Frogos looking for Pingu. Cannot
Frogos
do it.
Oh wow.
They
Must
find
have
him with
damage
the
talent.
miscall here. Quebec jumps in once more. Do they have enough damage? There's the Mana Void to stop that TP.
Wow.
Shu still has to borrow time. They did a great job.
Morphling
of
really
just-
gonna do this? Will this be a throw or is this gonna be
What?
smart?
What is Morphling doing here?
He thinks he's invincible, but maybe when you're Against the ET
There are
is the
3
only
of his
person-
heroes dead. He is going to be saved by the Aban, so they realize they just take out the Aban
Yeah, but he's
now
got no
to lift
mana.
up. And save. He has no mana.
He's actually swapping in mangoes as we speak to get away.
Oh, and he got another
But
mana burn.
He's not gonna get away, I don't think.
He is
I mean,
full
he might with
strength
Aegis,
more.
but he's not gonna save the Aegis here, I don't think.
They don't do any damage to this Morphling.
Yeah,
Oh
just
my
kidding,
god.
Literally no damage. It's a Yule's ET.
That was a little bit of miscommunication there by Sonics going in when their Morphling TP'd bottom. Definitely a fight you don't want to take.
And
I kind of didn't like that smoke in general. I feel like I would have just gone high ground. The AM was showing bottom.
Yeah, I
yeah,
think I
and
agree.
it like Dire was already like they were all set up around this area, and like they
Yeah,
had,
and obviously they don't know that they're set up, but like, just you know, there's no AM. Like, just go high ground, I think, because you've got Aegis, you got Abaddon, you got a Lesh. Your high
they
ground
kept
is really,
the
really
Aegis
tough.
at least, and now they're all up once again. They might find Pingu here. Pingu has been very big part of the typical NA team fight with that disruption saves. Has a buyback if he wants to use
Yeah,
it.
but
Oh,
think a lot of it's
Fussbush
just
is
May
gonna be
inevitable.
stunned by Quebe, and Abaddon just coming in from the back line.
you can do this to the position 5 Abaddon.
Yeah.
It's so safe.
Oh, Pishtia is gonna get gone on by this Morphling, and they've lost 3 heroes now. Morphling looking for more. They are both just enchanted up. There is another magic burst, and they find the kill onto Brightside as well.
AM is splitting, but they've got creeps top. I think that chasing AM is a mistake here.
Rusi going for a BKB after the Basher.
I also
Nearly
think
has
Abaddon
it.
not hitting the tower is a big mistake. Your Curse of Avernus is really important. But he'll probably hit it for the tier 3 at least. Ooh, as an Abaddon player, I really hate seeing this.
I was waiting for your response on it. He's not doing it. Oh,
Well,
Pingu
the
is gonna
Rax
get
is
some
still
strong
not there.
illusions here.
Oh my
Save.
God.
I told you that this is when it matters. Like late game, it actually is really.
Oh my
good.
lord, there's their damage.
But it's still like not enough.
But like, if you get those illusions during a team fight and you send them towards the
It is. On
Leshrac,
the other heroes, yeah, exactly.
um,
But this SD is
Aegis is
very
down.
vulnerable, that's for sure. He only got to do that because they're going high ground.
oh, Morphling is alone here. Doesn't have Aegis anymore. It has run out
Oh
10
my
seconds ago, but
God.
finds the kill
Yeah, he
onto the
crit with his
Enchantress.
level 20 talent through them, absolutely eating them.
Pingu is gonna fall as well. The illusions now not gonna be doing enough damage.
The illusions of Morphling are the strongest hero on the Dire team.
Yeah, it's sad but true. Although to be fair, what was that chase? Like AM wasn't ready.
I don't really understand the play.
Like they are hopeless without their AM. They cannot attempt to do anything without their AM.
It's gonna be a buyback from the Shadow Demon. Looking for a second set of frags. They don't have Aegis anymore. It's gonna be the banishment. That's gonna
Oh,
be
here
some
comes the
more.
6th hero.
And
6-0.
Damage, oh my god.
Save is going
I
down
mean-
to half health with that.
I might
Oh.
just like YOLO in his AM and just hope I bash. when
Oh,
they make
there's gonna
me
be the
illusion.
stun
He's
onto
dead,
Rusi.
actually.
Rusi
Yeah,
is
he's
gonna
dead.
be dead. He has buyback, is going to use it. Doesn't have now the
Fuzzbush,
BKB.
that's true.
Fuzzbush is gonna be falling as well. The stun connects onto the AM.
Uh-oh.
Buyback from the ET as well. Rusi is
Oh,
just gonna
no.
fall. That's a
GG.
dieback. And save. He is not playing it safe. He is gonna get slowed. That's gonna
Actually,
be
wait.
Find this more playing.
Just buy back his Morph right now. Yeah,
It's gonna be a buyback from the Viper. They are gonna go onto Alien Mana Banana. Food Squash has plus 381 damage.
Ooh, he's buying back, but he really took his sweet time.
They are looking
90
for
seconds.
more.
AMD's quite low though. His bottle.
Just bought a Mask of Madness, just
Love to
randomly
see
to
it.
use
Let's
his
go.
last money to try to throne here, and it's
He already
good.
had a Morbid pass.
Yep, but he might as well spend all his money, so it's definitely a
I
good
just
choice.
mean he could have bought the quarter staff. He didn't need to buy double Morbid max.
Yeah, but now you're just that little bit stronger since you're going for ending the game.
Suppose.
You got that little bit extra life still.
Oh, he's gonna jump in onto
my
Brightside.
God.
Brightside is just dead. Now the sleep is going to connect on them. Safe, just gonna be poison attacked. But the tier 4s are falling. AM still dead for another 40 seconds. It is all on this ET. They don't even have the Shadow Demon.
Yeah, Shadow Demon is kind of 3 heroes in 1 right now, so tier 4s are gonna go down. At the very best, they can defend their throne.
Yeah,
Though.
now the Diabolic Edict is gonna be up in 15 seconds. I believe this is gonna be it.
GG. He's zoning out the SC.
There. Even the Abaddon was hitting the Ancient at the end there, and Seattle Supersonics. They're taking the series 2-0. Like, game
Very
2...
well played by them.
Yep.
Yeah, game 2 is stronger showing by typical NA, but still... They had some answer to the Leshrac, but not nearly enough.
I have to say, Shu played a really great series. He was just always next to his Lishrak, always there with the saves. Played very well in lane. They really had, TNA had no answers for him both games.
Yeah, they clearly they very feared and respected his healing position 5s because they banned 3 of them, I believe.
Abaddon
And at
through
the end of the day, they just said, all right, whatever. Not very meta right now, but we can just pick Abaddon and he'll allow our 1 and 2 to hard carry, and that's what happened.
Yeah. And with that, this series is over. Vinny, Notorious, thank you so much for being with me here. That was a great cast. Enjoyed both of you. Enjoyed very much the insight. Any shout outs you guys want to do?
Benny?
You're shouting at me or you're asking me?
I'm asking you. You have any shoutouts?
Notorious?
I have one
That's my
shout
shout out. No, that was my shout out. Yeah,
Okay.
shout out
I
to
appreciate your shout out. I'm
Portland
going to shout out
Burnsiders.
the boys. I'm going to shout out the
Exactly.
boys. That's my only shout out.
Okay, the boys are going to be shouting out.
Shout out to Gaben. He's very
I'll speak with him later. Don't worry about it.
menacing and strong, and he's a great overlord. Please release the patch.
Please release the patch. Yes. This channel, we will be back in about an hour with another typical NA series. Typical NA going up against Hellraisers in 1 hour. We will see how that goes. And
All right, thanks for having us, Apon.
of course, have a good one.
You too. Bye.